Tiny Men time. It's my favourite biannual time of the year. We have Mario set pictures, and more specifically, Character Pack Series 4, which is, although I said I wasn't going to be a news channel, I kind of have to talk about it. They're great. I love them. If you don't watch the channel, I have like a lot, and I love them. Um, skipping over introductions, welcome back to Octane's Oracle, everybody, the show where we like to talk a lot about LEGO or whatever is on my mind to do with LEGO each week. And specifically recently, we're going into 2022 reveal season, and that explains the large amount of videos just talking about new sets. I mean, first we had the Titanic, then Luigi's Mansion stuff. And to be honest, I didn't expect to be having to make this one so soon. I really thought that these wouldn't be revealed until at least like end of November, December time. So I'm really pleased that we have them, although a bit disappointed that I can't cover any of the other topics I wanted to on Octane's Oracle. So I do promise that it is not just becoming a reveal show, and I will talk mostly in depth about the rest of the sets when they come around into the most wanted sets of 22 video. The only other one I want to talk about is the modular whenever that like shows up, which will probably be at the end of this month. But let's get straight into this. I'm going to save the best for last, so let's quickly talk about the other three, because actually I'm really impressed with this wave. To be honest, the Poison Wave from January this year has really grown on me. And I think this January wave once again doesn't disappoint. So that would mean that this is my second favorite wave of Lego Mario. The first wave being my ultimate favorite, this one being my second, the Poison Wave being my third. I just don't particularly like the Piranha Plant Poison Part challenge and the Maker set. And then the Summer Wave from this year being my least favorite. But then again, I do love them all, and Character Pack Series 3 is like one of my favorites as well. So let's quickly go through these now that I've done all the waffling, but if that's what Octane's Oracle was about, if nothing else. So first up, we have 71396 Bowser Jr.'s Clown Car. What a set! Like, this one's interesting for me because we did a clown car on the channel. I have instructions for a clown car that technically I do prefer because it feels more rounded, but this suits Mario and like the Mario system so well that I'm actually really tempted to buy it. Now, I really don't need to because I already have two Bob-ombs. I have the Character Pack Series 1 Bob-omb and the Para Bob-omb from Series 3, and I'm looking at getting a Guarded Fortress, which would be another Bob-omb. So to me, I might as well just buy the Clown Car, but considering that the Clown Car is like the majority of the set and the Bob-omb is like 10 extra pieces, I might as well just buy the whole set, to be honest. So I think this is going to be one of those sets which I try and save up for based off eBay profits and get, because I do want it to display my Bowser Jr. in and nothing else, really. So that's basically the only thing about it. The design's alright, I do sort of like it, and I want to put Bowser Jr. in it. Moving on to 71398, we have the Dory's Beachfront. Now, I don't really know what's going on with the dinosaur. I mean, I'm as I said, I'm not huge like into the Mario games as in like playing them, but I really like the ocean theme. This is why it's my second favorite between Lego Luigi and like this ocean style of stuff. Really love that. In particular here, the idea of using the water spouts, and then I believe to get block 2 on the question block. I love seeing those back as well. Seeing the pink blocks return as a challenge in this cheap set, really love it. That really makes me tempted to get it. However, I don't think I will for this one. Dory being the only exclusive here is alright. I don't particularly mind the Hucket Crab reuse. To be honest, I don't have a problem with them reusing character packs because character packs have never been like augmented as exclusive like characters. They are just a cheap way to get more enemies for your Mario cores and them look pretty while doing it. It is just meant as an extra. They're not designed to be collectible like CMFs. Like if they reuse a CMF, that's wrong. Reusing a character pack is not wrong because character pack isn't a collectible. It's just a cheap way to get characters. But completely getting distracted. I like the idea that you can push down on that water spout and then that reveals the blocks. That's really cool. I love this. This is the second time we're getting this puzzle. Not many people have talked about it, but pressing down on that Koopa shell is going to send it flying at the Hucket Crab and knocking it over, and that's so cool. That's in one of the Luigi's Mansion sets that I missed, but specifically here, no one's picked up on it yet. But you slam down on the yellow piece next to the Koopa shell, and the Koopa shell goes skidding up the ramp on the other side and murdering the crab, which is a good bit of fun. Dory looks good, and I like the water spouts, but overall this is a pretty small set. Not my favourite of the wave for sure. Moving on to 71400, the Big Urchin Beach Wide. Now this is cool. Once again, when Mario tries to be a good playset, it excels so well. I love this. First, let's get it out of the way. Big Urchin, character I've been wanting since day one, since we saw the Small Urchin in Character Pack Series 1. I am so unbelievably excited for him. If I don't get the set, I'm going to have to bricklink him for sure. He looks amazing. They've done, like, that's one of my favorite renditions of a character in the Lego Mario, like, line. Like, behind the Chain Chomp, Piranha Plant, and Bowser and Thwomp, he is next. Like, he is amazing. I love the way he looks. And in fact, that goes for the whole set. I do really, really love the green and light bluish grey color scheme for the beach rocks. So cool. The medium azure for water as well. The sand looks great. I love it. The roller coaster track feature looks incredible. I mean, I don't know how they keep thinking of new creative ideas for Mario Play features, but they do, and it just keeps working. And oh, it's so impressive. I love the palm tree design, the superstar in the middle, the jets of water either side of the urchin, and I think this set being so good sort of detracts slightly from the Dory Beachfront expansion set for me, because everything that I like about that one, except for the shell feature and the Dory, are here. Like, all the elements. The Return of the Cheep Cheep, like, the only thing that was drawing me to Toad's Treasure Hunt anymore was the Cheep Cheeps and the Mystery Blocks, both of which are no longer exclusive. Not to mention Toad wasn't exclusive, and I probably prefer the Blue Toad and the Resna Knockdown set anyway. Yellow Yoshi, bit of a waste, to be honest. I would have preferred a different colour, because the yellow blends in with the sand, and we can actually already make the yellow one using Koopa parts. So I think that should have been like a blue one or something, maybe, although that would blend in just as well. Orange, maybe. Any other color would have worked perfectly, and actually I would like to see them redo the normal Yoshi again, because I don't think him being exclusive to that set is particularly fun for anyone, because that was the worst Mario set in Wave 1, was the Mario House and Yoshi. Overall, I'm getting distracted. This is a lovely set. I really like the play features. Lego Mario continues to impress, particularly here. I love the Cheep Cheep feature. That's going to be really, really cool to watch them spring over. That reminds me of the Vorskins mocks, which are so cool. I love this set. If I can get this cheap on eBay, this is a Guarded Fortress level buy for me. I'm really, really excited about Big Urchin and the Cheep Cheep Bridge and the Yellow Yoshi. There's a lot here to love about this one, and I'm really, really excited about it. In fact, I wasn't expecting to like any of Wave 4 sets apart from the character packs, to be honest. I was sort of expecting them to be sort of mediocre, but having no power-ups and replacing it with a clown cart, really impressive. Dory's Beachfront, nice set as long as it stays cheap. And then Big Urchin Beach Ride, again, I'm really hoping that's 50, I think. 60, pushing it, but no higher, please. And then moving on to 71402, the highlight of what we need to talk about today is the character packs. Never mind, we're not going on to the character packs just yet. I wanted to bring up one quick change to my thoughts on the Luigi's Mansion sets from last time. I forgot. Still love Big Boo's Haunt and Seek. Still not particularly a big fan of the EGAD layer, although I think I will end up getting the Poltergust maybe. And I wanted to change my opinion on the entryway. I actually do really love that as a set. I think that's my second favourite. I actually kind of want both together, to be honest. That was it. They're still great sets. To be comparing them to this wave, that would have been perfect. The one thing that I think this like beach expansion is missing, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't think we're ever going to get it now because the timing seems off. Um, but we've had our urchins and our colours and stuff, and there's a lot of good here, but there was someone, it was a particular character that we're missing. If it comes back to me, I'll bring it up, but I think I forgot. Anyway, moving on to the character packs, my favourite part of Lego Mario, as it should be, the 71402 character pack series 4, I do love. I've seen the box art for these, they look incredible on the box, and actually, to be fair, this series is probably one of the most well-rounded. I'm liking this a lot. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to buy them all, though. So going from left to right, let's start with the coin coffer. I know he's iconic or whatever, but I have no interest in him, so I'm getting him. However, I do love his display stand with the little wooden planks going up the little steps. That's so cute. I love it when they do builds like that. I really wish that build was on another figure so that I could get it. Then we have the Stingby. I love his background once again, and the build is really, really solid. He looks great, but again, I just don't fancy him really. I'm not hugely interested. The Parabiddy is another great looking figure. Like, see, the more I look at them, the more the ones that I don't plan on getting are the great looking ones. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up just buying them as well. Parabiddy looks great with that little display stand and also his wings. I like the colouring and the way they built him. That's really, really cool. The Goombrat is meh. Don't really care. Just sort of, he's there. He's in existence. I like what they did though. It's a good build, and I like the little stone mound he's on. Now actually, let's get the other one out of the way. The rat one, I don't even know his name. I'm not interested. Looks weird. Moving on to the 5 that I do care about and will definitely be picking up. We have the Penguin from 64. Now, I have a bit of a bone to pick with 2 of the characters from this series, and I will talk about it when we get mostly to the other character. But let's talk about the Penguin. He has been so squashed beyond belief. There is no way he should have been a 3-wide character. Like, am I the only one that thinks that? Surely he should have just been a 2-wide character, like, and be like a small. Because this penguin looks like he's gone through an image filter and been squashed downwards. Like, what? But I don't get it. But regardless, he still looks really cool. I'm really glad that we've got the penguin from 64. We can now chuck him off the cliff, and not to mention he's the first Mario character pack to come with a friend tile instead of a enemy tile, and that's really cool. I like they're doing that. I think they need to be careful with it. I don't want to be seeing toads in these character packs particularly or anything like that. They should be exclusively for enemies and like army builders. So unless it's a toad that can be replicated, like the red toad maybe. Um, but besides that, I like the idea of it being the Penguin from 64. He just looks so derpy, and I love him. If you've watched, I've got a video coming out about these 1997 sets in December, and he just looks perfect for them. He's just squished, and I love it. But moving on from the Penguin, I've been talking about him for far too long now. But I do love the way he looks. He's a day one. But like, despite him being squashed, I love him more because he's been squashed. The other one I want to pick a bone with is the Bully. I don't know why he's 3-wide. He should have just been 2-wide, like all the customs of the bullies. Like, why is he so big? Like, I know he might be referencing Big Bully from 64, but at the same time, he should have just been 3-wide. They're not that big. Like, and I just think it slightly puts me off him because he's my most wanted Mario enemy. I've been wanting him since January last year when I started to really get into the Mario series. He was like the one they were missing. But I look across at my character packs and he just looks too big. He should have just been 2-wide, used the Mola Ram horns or the Minotaur horns or whatever you want to call them, and then gone from there because I don't know, he just looks too big. And that's my only complaint with him. I love the way he's been built. The green feet and 3-wide is really good. I wonder what his like play feature is going to be, and I like the idea of him being on another lava platform. The lava enemies tend to be my favourites, or like the ones that I buy the most of. So he's really, really cool. Moving on to the other standouts of this series, the Ant Trooper looks adorable. He fits the character pack mold perfectly. Lovely little base using the airship drop background, and lovely reuse of the DC minifigure poser piece in orange as well as the feet in red. The Freezy. Oh, so cute. Just, I love him. I love his base. I love his like sides, and I love that little print on the 2x3 pentagonal tile. Really, really cute. Nice addition to the 64 Penguin. I just love them. They're so creative. So he's definitely a day one. So far that's Penguin, Bully, Ant Trooper, Freezy, and then Mecha Cooper being my final pick for ones that I'm definitely going to buy. So those are my 5 this time around that I'm definitely going to buy. I love the way that Mecha Cooper looks. Again, so creepy but also so cool. Fits perfectly with the character pack system, and I love the way he looks. The more and more I look at them, the more and more the Parabiddy Bud and the Stingbee are tempting to me. But that's another £7. Don't know if I can justify that. 5 is about my limit because 5 here in the UK is going to be, geez, 17.50. So I'm setting aside £20. Maybe I'll get the Parabiddy Bud, but I doubt I'll end up getting the Stingbee. That's for sure. Although he does look really good, but then again, there are a lot of Mario figures that do look good that I haven't had a chance to get. If it comes down between those two or the Big Urchin, I think I'm going to pick the Big Urchin. But that's pretty much all my thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. So standouts of the wave is really, really solid. Like between the Luigi's Mansion set and this stuff, really, really solid pick. I do love the Big Urchin Big Front Ride. Beachfront Ride. I think we're gonna have to do a Mario list, rating my favorite Mario, or rating all the Mario sets. I think when we get to experience the pictures of this, I'll add that to the list because there are so many creative play features that I really want to give the love and attention to. So I think I'll do that, and particularly these 5 characters really, really stand out. The Penguin, the Bully, the Ant Trooper, the Mecha Cooper, the Freezard. The Rat is definitely the weakest to me, followed by Coin Coffer and Goombrat. So there's definitely 3 that I'm really not fussed on. And to be honest, I think I'm just going to stick to those 5, despite how good the Parabiddy Bud and Stingbee look. I've talked about these guys for way too long now, and I will let you get on with your day. Let me know what you guys think of these sets. Overall, really solid wave. Excited for the Clown Car, no more power-up packs. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Subscribe if you like my LEGO rambles or anything else I do here on the channel. We do a lot of LEGO Zelda and quite a bit of LEGO Mario stuff these days. So, I hope you continue to stick around. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.